There is a law of thinking, and we are beginning to learn about it. And it is like a computer. If you have this gorgeous computer put in front of you, and you don't know what to do with it, it's a piece of junk. But if you learn the language of the computer, miracles happen. And that is what the law of thinking is. When you learn how it works, miracles happen. What you think and what you believe is what will come true for you. Your thoughts create your life. It's that simple. And when we can get that, we can make enormous changes.
Once you understand, only you can hold you back. You may not be able to stop yourself from feeling fear, but you can stop yourself from giving into it. You may not be able to stop yourself from failing, but you can stop yourself from giving into it. It all comes down to how you react. It all comes down to what you decide you're going to do.
Jumping is scary. But let me tell you this. If you don't ever jump, your parachute will never open. You will never soar. Now you'll be safe, and you'll sit there with that parachute on your back, all them skills you got, and you'll have it packed away, and you'll never get cut up on the rocks. But if you do not jump, you will never soar. You may be the greatest ever live, but you ain't gonna know unless you jump.
Are you willing to be inconvenienced for your conviction? And as you ramp up, you're going to have questions. You're going to be afraid. I do more things afraid now than I do fearless. Because the bigger you play, the bigger your breakdowns. Fear fuels you. Fear is informing you. It's not stopping you.
You don't want to be secure, you want to be strong. And you get strong by taking on optimal challenges. And so you lay out your destiny in the world and you take the slings and arrows of fate. And you make yourself stronger while you're doing so. And you might fail, and fortune might do you in. But it's your best bet.
So you gotta have a goal. You gotta have a dream. You gotta get hungry. And then you gotta get real disciplined. Because motivation will get you going. A speech will get you fired up. But discipline is going to give you the power to stay committed to whatever that goal is.
Let's suppose that there's a vast, hugely powerful force that nobody can withstand. And this immense force is always active and in furious motion. It never rests. It's like a slowly flowing river that can eventually carve the Grand Canyon out of solid rock. But that comparison doesn't really do it justice. The force I'm talking about is much more formidable than any river or ocean or glacier or any other natural phenomenon. Now, in trying to achieve your life's goals, would you prefer to fight against this great force? Would you want to struggle against this mighty power that has all the odds overwhelmingly in its favor? Or would you rather enlist this great power in your cause and make the inevitable work for you instead of against you?
You have to understand why you're going through the period that's causing you to make you want to give up. See, the devil has one mission, is to rob you of your destiny. If he can get you to give up, you have been robbed of your destiny. If he gets you to never follow your dream, he robs you of your destiny. When you have thoughts that are negative, that's not God, that's Satan. You got to get focused, man. You got to understand that this hard time that you're going through prepares you for the life God has for you. All the hard times, everything you ever thought you would not make it through, you got past it. Now, if you're currently going through something right now, guess what? You're going to get past that too.
Got to take care of yourself.
Do not neglect. Take care of yourself. Good phraseology used in the Bible. Treat your body like a temple. It's a good phrase. Treat your body like a temple, not a woodshed. It's the only place you've got to live currently. Key phrase. Some people don't do well because they don't feel well. They've got the gifts, they've got the skills. They don't have the vitality. Key phrase. Vitality is a major part of success. Vitality. I know a guy that raises racehorses. I'm telling you, the guy feeds his horses better than he feeds himself. He's so careful what they eat. He's so careful that they get everything. But you ought to see this guy. 10 steps up a flight of stairs, and I mean, he's all out of breath. Some people feed their dogs better than they feed their kids. Now, there's all kinds of parts to physical. Here's one. Appearance. Never have a second chance to make a first impression. Now you say, well, people shouldn't judge you by how you look. Well, let me give you a clue. They do. You can't deal in these shoulds and shouldn'ts. You'll be tipped over the rest of your life. Here's the best advice I can give you. Make sure the outside is a major reflection of what's going on inside.
You know, Don Shula, the coach of the old Miami Dolphins, he said it's the start that stops most people. And he's right. It is the start that stops most people. They're always going to get ready, to get set, to get going. What we've got to do is, boom, just like that, move into action. See, if you don't get started, you're never going to get finished. How do we do that? Start early. I believe when you wake up, you should get up. The second you wake up, get your feet hit the floor. Move into action. And you know, you'd be wise if you sit down at night before you go to bed and write down 6 goal-achieving activities. Now, that isn't go to the store, or go to the bank, or get to cleaning. It's not that. These are goal-achieving activities. Write down 6 of them. And when you wake up in the morning, you move into action. You know where you're going to go. You don't even have to think about it. Step into action and get on the first one. When you get it done, forget it and go to the second one. Don't think about the first one. Focus on 2. Don't even think about 3. When you get 2 done, go to 3. But knock them off one at a time. If you don't get them all done, just move them over on to the next day. Now, that doesn't mean if you only get 3 done that you have 9 the next day. There are 3 of the 6 that you're going to do the next day. 6 goal-achieving activities. And when you wake up in the morning, move into action on them. Quit holding yourself back. Don't wait. You say, well, I really don't know how I'm going to get started, and the way will show itself. It just appears. I have found when you get started, when you move into action, everything starts to happen around you.
And if you look at Martin Luther King Jr., these people all lived very Spartan lives and very sparse lives. Why? Because they really didn't care about accumulating things. They were on a monomaniacal mission to free the population that they were serving. It's not about accumulating things if you really want to be a hero of history. It's about finding some kind of a fiery cause that fuels your passion and that brings on your talent for the benefit of helping out as many people as possible. And in my work, I call that a cause. In my work, I call that a monomaniacal mission. And, you know, you don't have to be a Nelson Mandela or a Mother Teresa to live like this. You can be a school teacher who says, you know what, here's the higher mission I want to dedicate the rest of my career to, and it's educating young people to believe in themselves and to capitalize on their skills so they do great things in their lives and they're of benefit to the world. You could be a baker and understand that, you know what, your cause could be every single person who comes in this bakery, I will leave them better than I found them, because every day is an opportunity to lift another human being and to radiate optimism and to model possibility. You could be a taxi driver, you could be a firefighter. I don't know what you do, but the difference between a victim and a leader is a victim sees a job as a job and a leader sees a job as a cause. And that really is a game-changing insight. If you say, you know what, I might not be leading millions, but I am leading a team at the office, or I am leading my family, or I'm I'm not leading anyone, but I'm a human being, and I have the capacity to walk out into the world. And in a world where a lot of people are closed and a lot of people are negative and a lot of people have walls, you can stand for possibility, and you can stand for high energy, and you can stand for hope, and you can stand for love. And that's a really profound responsibility and opportunity you have on your shoulders today.